Hi xQc, how you doing, kind sir?
Okay, so chat, guys, listen to it. You can say whatever you want, chat, about how many games I'm gonna play, or in general, or like variety and shit like this, chat. But I'm telling you for a fact, I'm not playing this game. That's a guarantee, pal, isn't it? That is an absolute guarantee, okay?
3 cool. New badge, new.
That actually looks kind of good though.
See. 53 Pog Pog.
I'm not being paid to watch this. I kind of want to watch it.
Well, that was your first look at Croak, an indie platformer from developers who worked on Cuphead and Rick and Morty. It's coming
xQc, I
soon to
love
PC,
you, bro.
so you can add it to your wish list now on Steam.
Hey, we're taking a look at Monaco 2 now, the sequel to the indie co-op heisting hit from 2013.
It's all about the joy of improvising when your best laid plans inevitably go awry. But
Trevor?
we wouldn't know anything about that, would we, Ned?
No, absolutely not.
Looking good, dog.
I am a man who wants it all. Money, power, respect. But do you know what I want most of all? I want Monaco. Right, let's go over the plan one last time. Today's
When you look
heist,
up, Lee,
like every heist, is another step toward the prize so long denied me. Cosmo will distract
good
the
song, of course,
guards with her darling pooch.
Put down the beer.
And Cicero will make sure
Chat.
they nap at his
45
playtime.
rounds. Excited for the high quality.
Chat, what is this?
I'm Joey the time he needs to shut down the machine. If the plan goes awry, no matter.
Almost 3 years.
Keep it on track.
Was Sudoku up chat and Mr. Carrot.
And we'll walk away one step closer to the top.
Okay, chat, guys, listen, chat, guys. Unfortunately, chat. Chat, I love you guys, okay?
Maybe.
Unfortunately,
Heist by heist.
I will not be playing this game.
Or they may chase us, but we'll always be one step ahead.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
26 months, can I get a welcome to
is
the
my
jungle?
empire of crime. This
Sorry.
is Monaco.
Start getting the gang back together because Monaco 2 is coming to PC in 2025.
Hope everyone's doing well
We're
today,
taking a closer look at
xQcl.
Raven's Watch now. It's an action roguelike from the creators of Curse of the Dead Gods.
Could be good.
Here 56 months, xQc nom, xQc nom, xQc nom.
You are forgotten no more. No need to thank me. See how far you've come.
Exoborne.
Back to me!
Yay.
Here it comes!
To me, Raven's Watch. We've monsters to expand. Make me proud!
Rot 27 beans pop.
The fated moment approaches. Get ready!
Yeah, this is like the darkest dungeon Hades stuff.
Show me what you have become. Show the world what I've made
Have a
of
blessed
you.
day, everyone. Less than 3. You said no ads, but I got 13 in 4 minutes the other day in the middle of the stream.
Easy.
Yo.
Raven's Watch is launching later this year, but it's available now in early access if you
Glop.
can't wait to play it.
Now we've got a new trailer for Zero Space.
Ask Kai, by the way.
Story-driven, real-time strategy game.
The
built
man
for
has more
conversations
ads
with
than
professional
running
Star Trek
content.
players.
I'm not getting it.
Mr. LED, I'm looking forward to
We
the
were not the
legendary
first
mall
out here.
sessions today.
Bro,
will not be the
I
last.
put on my TV and I thought my TV was glitched. I closed it.
Power to protect humankind.
Too young.
Standing with the Keeper Council, we evolve our strategies to stave
Happy
off
birthday,
the
X
never-ending
feels
threats.
okay, man.
Yet sacrifices must be made. Our enemies and allies alike watch with hungry eyes, ready to betray and undermine.
xQcl.
And still, we must move forward
so excited for the new merch. Happy 45 months xQcl. Yo, can I get a welcome to the jungle, Mr. Alice Ages? Also, when are you gonna play games? Yeah, the slots react content only. Just kidding, you should play more games.
Every decision has a consequence. The choice is yours.
Zero
Yeah.
Space is coming soon, so get it on your wish list. You can also support
Zero
the
turns up
game
busy,
on
to be honest with you.
Kit
Howdy,
to get
chatters
access
and
to
X.
the upcoming beta.
Let's keep it rolling with
Checking.
another world premiere. This one's an atmospheric puzzle adventure game set in the northern latitudes.
I keep forgetting to cancel this subscription to this bozo, L, part-time streamer. Illy.
Chat. We used to have games in space. The new meta is games on the sea.
xQcl.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or
40
over
months
kings,
with the guy
or
pushing
lose the
40
common touch.
xQcl.
If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you,
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the
Welcome to the
unforgiving
jungle
minute
from Maxwin.
with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more.
Poggers.
You'll be a man, my son.
Wow, 47 months. Can I get a welcome to the jungle, please? xQcl.
Looks like it goes in.
What is this DPR game? This game is better than
I
Black
will
Myth.
find you.
Your xQcl.
All right. Will Follow the Light is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation in 2025. Alex, next.
Well, I think it's about time that we
Blink,
bust
blink,
open
blink,
the ones
blink,
to watch
blink,
yearbook,
blink,
don't you,
blink,
Ned?
blink, blink.
First
blink.
up is GreedFall II, The Dying World,
Stop it.
which promises an even deeper RPG experience than its predecessor, if you can believe that. Let's find out more.
Bertitimad, Karans. Welcome back to the world of Greedfall, where adventure and political intrigue await at every turn.
Chat.
Your future is in your
I
hands
played this on release, right?
as you strive to survive amidst greed and corruption.
I remember.
The year is 1231, 3 years before the events of Greedfall. You're a native of Tearfredy, and as this adventure dawns, it is the eve of the initiation that will see you become a Donegad, a sage, a guardian of your people's knowledge, and a spiritual leader. But just as you're about to complete your sacred initiation, you're abducted by strange warriors from Gakan, the old continent, and thrown into the hull of a monstrous tall ship. After a long and arduous journey at sea, you disembark on the shores of Gakan and discover this foreign world where people have grown distant from nature and now war and conspire amongst themselves.
Wow.
You now seek passage back to your homelands. All the while, you must thwart the plans of the terrible man who kidnapped you in the first place. While Greedfall introduced the enchanted island paradise of Tearfredy, Greedfall II takes you beyond the island shores to the old continent of Gakan, cradle of the factions that struggle for dominance over Tearfredy. You will explore the crowded cities of Gakan and its various landscapes shaped by the different factions, cultures, and
I think
traditions
these
that have
trailers,
inhabited them
they
over the
never do it
centuries.
for me.
You will have to decide where you stand when you inevitably become embroiled in their internal conflicts. But you will not be alone
Like
in
that
your
format,
quest.
I don't like
You
it.
will quickly meet unique and memorable companions on your journey who may join your group. Discover their stories and make them a part of your group as you explore new realms together, forge meaningful bonds, or even romances, as you get closer to them and learn more about their background. You are the author of your own legend, Donigad. Choose and master the path of the sage you want to be, whether through diplomacy, bargaining, stealth, or your keen sense of observation. Your tracking vision may reveal clues in your environment.
Yeah.
Use your talents, craft new tools,
That's
and
probably
get
not for
help
me, to be
from
honest with
your
you.
companions to increase your odds of success. Of course, the use of force is always an option, to adopt as you see fit. GreedFall II's all-new combat system puts you in control of combat more than ever before. Use the tactical pause at any time to stop the action and plan your group strategy, either on tactical pause or in real time. You can control all the members of your group and give them instructions using action points. So it's up to you to craft the perfect tactic to defeat your enemies. Change your combat style as you progress by drawing from the wide range of skill trees offered. Choose the style that suits you best, whether you're more of a melee fighter who uses traps, a range shooter with support spells, or even a master of poisons. You can even hone and develop your allies' fighting styles as well. Find the best synergies between your companions and overcome your enemies with the party that suits you best. Your destiny is in your own hands. GreedFall II is a thrilling RPG that takes you on an unforgettable adventure where your choices shape the future of your group, your people, and the world. The story is yours to write, Donigad.
GreedFall II is launching into Steam Early Access on September 24th, 2024, with a full release coming in 2025.
Okay, now we're shifting gears to focus on Kimbot, a robo buddy cop 3D platformer. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Launch trailer. Let's go.
Somebody said GreedFall.
Call me Shipset. What's your ID?
Lexi.
Just follow my plan and we're home free. 3, 2, 1, go!
Evilware fled to a planet. He's been building his awful army and plotting to acquire the artifact.
Ratchet and Clank.
That guy's hiding in a volcano. Oh, why can't it ever be a regular beach?
Enough talk. Let's do business.
Ratchet and Clank.
Precious idols as strong as a real weapon.
You're in for it now, Featherface.
Ship set Evilware's on the warpath.
Yeah, I'm not, chat. You know what? I'm not convinced of this one.
Kimbot is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on August 29th, 2024.
Our friends at Antistatic Studios are here to tell you more about Phantom Line, the cooperative survival shooter where players hunt creepy anomalies.
Hi, it's Chris from Antistatic Studios here. I'm excited to give you an in-depth look into our upcoming game, Phantom Line. Let's dive in. Phantom Line was born out of a love for horror, tactical shooters, survival games, and immersive sims. We felt that there was no game out there that would quench our thirst for such a blend, so we decided to set out on a mission and create a unique blend like that ourselves. We were fans of all things psychological horror, creepypastas, liminal spaces, urban legends, cosmic and analog horror. We got it all. In our world, the paranormal creatures and events are called the anomalies.
Dude, come on now. Dude, come on.
To rifts in space and time, causing all
Guys,
sorts
I don't
of
want to be
issues
negative,
for
but
the
Jesus,
humanity.
brother.
Inspired by their incredible imagination, we started working with some of the best SCP creators out there. They already started contributing a ton to the world and depth of the lore.
We played hours and hours of multiplayer survival games and we love the exploration challenges. But
That
we're
looks good,
tired
though.
of starving to death every few minutes. We want the
core of the experience to be the preparation for the journey, not the desperate search of berries. What we also missed was the tactical angle of that experience. That's why
unfortunately I think he's missing the guy is missing the point.
Arsenal and tactics that you can choose to
The
pound
food
down and fight the anomalies. You will need to survive in a war-torn environment.
It's not the point of a survival game.
Or supplies.
It's a motivation to move your character in places that are
The game is designed
risky.
as a 4-player co-op, but you can complete it and have fun as a single
The point
player
is that
with a spare
it makes the
artificial
player
body.
move the
We call it
places.
the husk. We encourage players to cooperate, to survive, hunt, build, and fight together.
We love open world games, where the environment feels like it has a life of its own, not waiting for the player to progress. We are building a vast open world, driven by a true emerging gameplay, with unpredictable events, ensuring that every encounter is a fresh challenge that can be solved in a number of other ways. In the next demo, you will venture out into an open world in a 4-player teams. So join our Discord to stay up to date and be among the first to play it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
One more thing I forgot to mention is that as a player, you're part of Mortfield Industries. Their operations span across a wide variety of activities, but their true mission is to make sure that the general public never...
Yo, get down! You ready to set up?
Phantom Line is coming soon to SCP.
And they got him.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Do you?
Yeah. Buckle up. Here's the latest update on Caravan
I get it.
Sandwich. Studio Plain Toast, post-apocalyptic driving adventure. Buckle up.
Translate, I don't know if she said like, I'm not gonna take a shortcut to be with you or something. I couldn't understand.
Start your wish listing engines because Caravan Sandwich is coming to PC later this year.
Okay, our next section is a little different.
'Cause she's cutting
We've
her
teamed up
words
with
in
Prime
half.
Video and the Lord of the Rings, The Rings
This
of
is
Power,
annoying.
to bring you a special feature covering the most exciting upcoming fantasy games.
But before we get into that, let's kick off this fantasy section with some exclusive footage from The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2, and get a taste of the many journeys that we're going to have.
Chat, Rings of Power is one of those series that I stopped watching, and my brain didn't even think about.
You are wired to fear this power.
Oh, dude, go back to it. But
Sauron has returned.
I watched a lot of
There will
it,
be a ploy on his part.
but at one point,
They must be destroyed.
I stopped watching it.
I need your axe, old
But
friend.
I never get the reminder to keep watching it.
You think it was only you who put yourself in my power?
Does that make sense? I thought it was good though. I thought people criticizing it were too harsh. I thought it was the writing was a little bit clunky at times.
First up on our list of
But it
upcoming
wasn't
fantasy
as bad
games,
as the reviews
we've
said it
got
was
a
gonna be.
bold new RPG with an electrifying
Also, the
art style.
Fallout series show was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Fantasio embroils players in an intrepid tournament for the throne that involves cursed princes, fairy familiars, forbidden magic, and faraway dungeons. Metaphor arrives from the minds behind Persona 3, 4 and 5. So as well as a beautiful UI and captivating character designs, you can expect a thrilling Shoji Meguro soundtrack and a series of life simulator systems that help to augment the profound nature of the epic journey ahead. Thankfully, you won't have to wait too long to set off, as Metaphor ReFantasio is launching on October 11th, 2024 for PC, PlayStation and Xbox.
Chat.
Monster Hunter
Nah,
Wilds
he's
is
playing
the
Swan now.
latest evolution in Capcom's storied lineage of creature-tackling action RPGs, where players scheme, trap, craft, and fight their way to monster mastery. Taking place across a vast expanse called the Forbidden Lands, players will ride their raptor companions through this mighty open world, scavenging for supplies and coming face to face with formidable Animal Kingdom hybrids that require cunning plans and a catalogue of weapons to conquer. Fantasy fans should start sharpening their wits and their weapons because Monster Hunter Wilds is coming to PC and consoles in 2025.
Wait. What?
10 years on from Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare's legendary high fantasy series has returned. In Dragon Age The Veilguard, players step into the shoes of Rook, a customizable protagonist who must investigate perilous landscapes to rally a ragtag crew against enormous beasts and egg-headed elven gods hell-bent on tearing down the veil between worlds. Can you stop the realm from being torn asunder? Find out when Dragon Age The Veilguard launches later this year on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
This franchise did not follow through at all.
Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion.
Carrying the torch lit by Lionhead Studios in the early 2000s, Playground Games' Fable reboot is a stunning reimagining of the famously funny fantasy series.
Can I be honest though?
It's set in the fairy tale land of
Why
Albion,
make her ugly?
where players will
Can I
grapple
ask?
with the burden of being a hero, as well as giant frogs and legendary beasts. Choice and consequence have always been a part of the Fable framework, and this has been teased with the introduction of fans and haters, as well as a mysterious rival hero.
Well, does it
We'll
matter?
find out
Well,
more
it's a good
when
question
Fable
because-
comes to PC and Xbox in 2025.
You know that your player will be playing that character the entire playthrough, right?
Season 2.
If it's not appealing to
of
look
The Lord
at
of
and
the
they don't
Rings,
like it,
The
then
Rings of Power will
they're
premiere
less
on Prime
likely to
Video
play it.
this August 29th. You can also wishlist our most anticipated fantasy games on the Future Games Show Steam page.
That's like saying
Just
graphics don't
type
matter.
Future
Like,
Games
looks matter.
Show into
Like
your
what?
search engine and click on our Steam page.
But back to the
Are you
trailers
brain dead?
now, as we're taking a peek at Rogue Waters, a tactical pirate roguelite from Tripwire Interactive.
Betrayed. Cutter be locked in eternal battle with his foe. Navigate savage waters and choose your battles wisely. Gather your crew and ready yourselves to board the enemy vessel. Weaken the enemy by choosing your targets wisely. Board the enemy vessel with sharp positioning and clever tactics. Victory will be yours. Tame the legendary beasts to fight alongside you in battle.
Got any more fans chat? I don't know, I'm good at I've been in strategy because I've been eating, but now I'll be
Are ye ready to settle the score?
Arr, consider me timber shivered. Rogue Waters coming to PC on September 30th. Arr.
Well, Ned and I are taking a small break from our hosting duties now as we're about to air a series of back-to-back trailers.
It's a classic blitz play. We've got dwarfs, demons, and dice rolls to come, so there's a little sum for everyone.
Let's kick it off with Dwarven Realms, a new ARPG launching in September.
Okay, here it goes. Is the joke? Yo, what's up with the terrain? It's a flat rock with like... Okay, this game was designed by Soda for Soda only and nobody else.
When the Rift is in trouble, the only ones you can rely on are... Dimensionals is the hottest new roguelike RPG. Put together incredible teams of unique heroes. Like Short, he's a bit of a dummy, but he loves blasting specters. Or the mysterious Shadestrike, the smooth-tongued gambler from the Shadow Dimension. Assemble your favorite heroes, strategize to make insane combos, but watch out, because Ragnarok's world-crushing bosses are no joke. Take on the Rift in style with the epic cartoon.
I think this is a game you get in the cereal box.
In Dimensional's campaign mode, or blast your way through the open Rift and face incredible and unpredictable challenges. Encounter a huge cast of characters like the Rogue Rifters, here to help you take down the bad guys. Or are they?
You know, it doesn't actually look bad though.
Side effects of Dimensionals will include fun, addiction to victory, temporary loss of reality, and spontaneous combustion due to awesome. Some assembly required batteries not included.
Defuse?
My darling daughter. Emily and Chester are doing well. Your city kids are getting used to the Bloomtown way of life. They started wandering all over our peaceful town. Besides, it'll do your kids some good to meet some folk with proper manners. I've put them to good
saw
use.
that get done.
Doing some small chores around the house. It'll temper their excessive talking, I hope.
Well, they are, of course.
They're not bad kids after all. They don't go where they're not supposed to. I think they even befriended some local kids. Either way, they'll be fine. You know how nice and cozy Bloomtown can be.
Hey guys, ready for game night? See you in 5. Hey!
Let's play.
Come on. Check this out, guys.
Oh, we'll do something. We'll do something that will change the world.
I'm ahead of you now.
Chat.
What?
Chat. The reality of the game is that VR, it's hard to convince players to put it on and buy games and play games. You're not going to convince them to fucking buy it or play a tabletop game. It's just not going to happen. So yeah.
How about this one?
So, what are we playing next?
Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed those trailers, but now we're back and ready to introduce the next game. Exoborne.
It's an open-world extraction shooter where you fight for survival against an apocalypse of natural forces. Here's an interview with the team at Shark Mob, so you can learn more about it.
In the world of Exoborne, which is kind of like a parallel alternate timeline deal we've set up, it's in the near future. Mankind is facing a looming climate disaster.
When the climate disaster became really bad, humanity rallied behind a project called Rebirth. So the ambition with Rebirth was to save humanity, to try to stop the climate disaster from happening.
And we try to execute on that plan, and something goes terribly wrong, resulting in an even worse disaster than we originally tried to avert.
Extraction shooter, chat?
The players kind of get
in the
caught
world
up
of Fallout would actually
initially a bit of a mysterious conflict, which you get to explore in the game, and you get to figure out exactly what's going on behind the scenes. But essentially, you are a rebel trying to save mankind, and things get progressively worse. Kind of like a firefight in a tornado. It gets worse and worse, not better and better. Exoborne is a tactical open-world extraction shooter. Set in a very dynamic world with forces of nature that constantly affect the way you play the game.
You might be looking to grab some loot in a certain area, but oh no, suddenly there's a massive tornado ripping through there and you're getting ambushed at the same time. So it's that change, that dynamic change that we think is really exciting and fresh. So when players go in, session to session, minute to minute, and even second to second,
shooters
they're having to
require
constantly
an
change their
extraordinary
decision-making.
level
What do I do?
of
How do I
depth
go after my objectives? What
to
do I want to
keep
do
players
now?
engaged.
In Exoborne, you are what you carry.
That's
so
just
if you want
what
to
it
do a
is.
lot of damage, you need a big gun. If you want that gun to behave in a different way, you need attachments, you need to modify that gun. And it's the same way for the X-Rig. If you want that X-Rig to
it's why
different
the
abilities,
space one
you need to
failed.
find or buy different abilities and equip it. However, if you die, you lose it all, which means that it's very high stakes when you're out in a session, and you need to extract to be able to keep everything you have collected to the next session.
Chat,
I think
what
people
was the one in
who've already
space?
sampled extraction shooters and enjoy them. There's going to be
Why
lots
am I drawing a
for them to
blanket?
enjoy and get in on.
Marauders.
People who've played PvP shooters of different ilks. more
Marauders
traditional
could have been
ones,
it.
They're also
That
gonna
was a
have
buggy
an
piece
exciting
of
time
fucking
within the
ass
world.
dog.
We've had a mantra since many years back, since previous
for 70
employments,
years,
which is always playable. Basically, get the game up and running quickly. At least for us, it's always been in multiplayer, so you can have people come in, evaluate it, and then you build based on user feedback. The natural evolution for us from that was something we call community first, which is we always develop the game with the community in mind.
And we've begun to do these closed tests where we play with not just tens or hundreds of players, but thousands of players, and we get their feedback. And
I
we
am
get to
not
see how
kidding
aligned
about
our
this.
thinking
I'm
is with the
serious
people
with
that
it.
we
I'm
want
serious.
to ultimately play our game.
We listen, we look at the data, and we get a
Any
very solid
player
understanding.
feedback heavy
so
game
we can progress
is
and make additional
fucking
content,
dog
additional
shit.
features.
You can wishlist Exoborne
The
on Steam,
player and the
join our
consumer
Discord, or go
are
to the
fucking
website
brain
and sign
dead.
up for the
Never
playtest.
give them an ounce of what they want. They don't know what they want. Fuck the consumer.
Exoborne
Scam the
is coming
consumer.
soon to PC
Boom.
and consoles.
I said it.
So wishlist it
Anything else?
now. You can also sign up on the official website for future playtests.
All right, it's time for another world premiere. This one's kind of like Fall Guys, except with flightless birds.
Chat, is this the first, the fourth Fall Guys clone? Even the music? Well, it actually looks good though. Well, it actually looks good though.
You heard it here first. Fast Penguin coming to PC and consoles in September 2024.
What
Next,
fucking name
we've
is
got
that?
a cooperative survival game from the team that brought you Surgeon Simulator. Here's your first look at gameplay from Lost Skies.
Lost interest. Wait, hold on.
Lost Skies is soaring onto PC soon, so look out for it.
Okay, our spotlight montage is up next, where we're gonna hone in on a set of 6 games launching in the near future.
Okay. No. No. No.
Have you ever wondered if you could survive in an ever-changing post-apocalyptic landscape?
Absolutely not.
Well, wonder no longer. With the brutal survival simulator Endzone 2. Build settlements and balance resources as you face off against an unforgiving world. Endzone 2 is launching on August 26th, but it's available in early access on Steam right now.
Take a trip back to the 1980s with Tormenture, a dark horror adventure starring a cursed retro cartridge that is affecting the world around you. Solve puzzles as you steel yourself to a variety of eerie disturbances, and watch out for the surreal enemies that skulk in your shadowy surroundings. Tormenture is coming soon to PC, but you can check out a demo on the game's official Steam page.
A third-person roguelite with a delightfully gory twist, Swap Meet allows players to augment themselves with the discombobulated viscera of their enemies. Inspired by games like
Sometimes,
Hades
chat,
and
I wish
Eternal,
that I
you'll
see
play
like
as an
3 games that
upgradable
are all
galactic
shit,
meat scientist.
and I wish
Always on
3
the lookout
studios
for
agreed.
powerful leftovers.
Let's not make 3
Swap
shit
Meet is
games.
coming soon to PC,
Let's make
but the
one
first 1,000
good game.
players to sign up at go.playswapmeet.com/FGS will get guaranteed access.
I'm a man of
to
simple
the
solutions,
next
chat. That is what it is.
Sea Power. Naval combat in the Missile Age is a Cold War conflict simulator from the lead designer of Cold Waters. You'll take part in tense battles for naval and air supremacy, using realistically modeled vehicles and weapons. Players can enjoy a dynamic campaign with multiple theaters, where they must use their wits to respect the rules of engagement in historical and fictional combat scenarios. Sea Power is coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it now on Steam.
Harness the fury of the elements in Stormforge, a mod-friendly survival crafting adventure
Stormforge?
set in a procedurally generated magical world. Alone or with up to 8 players in co-op, you'll pilfer dangerous storms for resources and use the treasure to craft epic structures and topple deadly bosses. What secrets will you uncover as you conquer this mysterious landscape? Find out when Stormforge launches on PC in 2025.
Discover scintillating synergies in Dark Sky, a tactical deck builder with an emphasis on narrative. Players will explore the hostile surface of an alien planet, crafting cards and exploiting weaknesses as a band of heroes hell-bent on saving their homeworlds. Dark Sky is coming soon to PC.
Okay.
We're back on stage, and we've got another special section for those of you who can't resist the allure of one more turn. Here's a special gameplay trailer for Sid Meier's Civilization VII.
Chat, does that record any sort of 8 p.m. or whatever, or not? PvP.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed that closer look at Civilization VII's gameplay, but that's not all. We've got an interview with the team at Firaxis Games focusing on the new features coming to the game, so check it out.
When Ed Beach first pitched his concept of what he thought Civilization VII was, it was really cool, and he wanted to know where he could go next. How can he really change the way that players approach a game of Civ? Really bring something new to the table, not just more layers on top of what we already had.
By breaking the game up into ages, we're able to simulate better that rise and fall of the civilization and have one turn into another culture and people with their own unique identity and continue to build on your empire in a new way.
What makes Ages interesting is the ability to really focus in on that particular time period, whether it's the interaction between the civs, between the leaders, the nature of that interaction. That's what the age system really allows for, that kind of experimentation on a level that has not been seen before in previous Civ titles. When you pick a new government, what does the grocery store owner think about that? When you go to war, what kind of experience do your soldiers go through? These are the kinds of insights that the narrative system offers, these windows into the everyday lives and experiences and reactions of your people to what you are doing as the leader and what is happening during this particular period of time in the history that you're creating.
So one of the cool things about Civilization VII that does sort of mirror the ingenuity and creativity of humans is that you have a chance to win the game pretty much at any point. You're never really out of it. When you get to a new age, you get new strategies, you can pivot and change things up. And then in the final age, you get a chance for that sudden death victory to knock out the other players. And even if you were trailing previously,
it's like playing fucking Age of Empires against fucking Mongolians or some shit.
It's pretty much always there for you.
One of the coolest new addition too with Ages is the way that you have new cultures emerging based on how you play. So if I'm playing, for example, Confucius, when I go to the next stage, I've already got some lines into, because I'm playing Confucius, I've already unlocked a couple different civilization
you wouldn't know,
options that I
you
get
wouldn't
to merge into. But depending how I play, if I'm
they
playing,
can pack up their buildings and rebuild somewhere else,
things that
like
trigger
in an
unlocks for
instant.
other civilizations, I can change the path of my own history. So when you get to the end of an age, based on how you've played, based on the civ you've chosen, based on the leader you've chosen, that determines the next cultures that are available to you to emerge as you go into the next age. It's a really cool growth mechanic that has you evolving and steering your culture as you go through time.
When you get to the end of the game, where you get to the end of the modern age, you've got this truly
without seeing like a
empire that
you
POV playing the
what
game.
What matters at the end of the day is that you've built an empire that you are proud of and that you have had fun building and that you gain satisfaction from.
I don't think our audience realize how much they influence the game that we're working on. This is the first place I've worked where we actually look and listen to our fans and then integrate those things into the game to make it a better game. It's kind of like everybody's Civilization, not just ours.
We love our community. We always say that we have the best fans in gaming, and it's true. We love listening to our community, getting all of the feedback that we can about the game from Civilization 6 and games prior. We gather it all, we listen to it, we make tweaks to it, and we put a lot of that thought and feedback into Civilization 7 and continue to build it into the best game possible.
This is Sam White.
Build an empire that stands the test of time in Sid Meier's Civilization VII, which is coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025.
We've got another world premiere coming up next for an action platformer with a shape-shifting protagonist. Let's check it out.
Chat, this one, chat, this one, for those that wanted to see this game, it's not that I don't want to play it, I can't. I can't play it, chat, sorry. Sorry, chat. My schedule's full, my computer can't run it.
Is coming soon to PC.
This is Brawlhalla story game.
Now, let's push things forward, okay? Because we've got another ones to watch deep dive for you now. And this one's all about the end of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, while I recover from Ned's British accent, here's Rebellion Games to tell you more about Atomfall.
I thought my British was great.
All right, yeah.
What? When I saw this, I don't remember what my reaction was.
Fisher. I'm associate head of design for Rebellion, and I'm working on Atomfall. Atomfall is a survival action game set in 1950s Yorkshire, where the player wakes up inside a quarantine zone surrounding the Winskill plant, and they have to uncover why they're there and what has caused this quarantine and how to survive.
It's going to be us very soon.
With Atomfall, we wanted to try something new, and that involved bringing in lots of different reference points. One of the games that has influenced Atomfall is obviously, you can see some parts of something like Fallout in there, but also other games in that similar genre like Metro, even a bit of BioShock. When you start the game, you wake up in a bunker inside this nuclear quarantine zone. You don't know who you are, you don't know how you connect to this larger story. The major motivator for the player through the story is finding out how they relate to this disaster, what this disaster is, how they can escape. We don't tell you what your backstory is, but we plant clues through the game about what it might be. There are several mysteries that we set up but won't pay off as part of this larger world building. Part of the reason for that is to give you room to express yourself and to make those decisions yourself, but part of that as well is that the history of that kind of British storytelling is to open mysteries and not fully resolve them in a satisfying way. So it fits nicely with the kind of world that we're trying to build. We wanted the combat in this game to feel very kind of brutal, high stakes, kill or be killed survival. So the combat system blends melee combat options with ranged combat, so you can find melee weapons and throw them, you can kick enemies, you can smack them with a heavy strike or jab at them with lighter strikes. And we want you to mix up these options, so you've got to choose every shot carefully. So that kind of high-intensity survival is the philosophy we had in mind.
What was the BR?
But we want to make sure as many players as possible can enjoy the play experience.
So way back when,
we approach difficulty in a slightly different way, and we approach it instead of different play styles.
Or whatever.
So the game has a survival element, it has a combat element, and it has an investigation element. And we give the player the options at the start of the game to fine-tune any of those channels of gameplay to have the play experience that they prefer. We've added lots of accessibility options as well to make sure the game is playable by as many people as possible. Atomfall is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox, PC, a Day 1 Game Pass.
I wish I could go back to the days that I used to play the calling. Life was so simple back then.
Core blimey! Investigate the apocalypse when Atomfall lands on PC and consoles in 2025.
It's getting better.
It's
great.
Irish, kind of.
Yeah, no, it's
sound
great.
like Roger Clark. God help me.
Jesus, man.
This next game was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year. It is a cult simulator that puts players in service of the Eldritch gods. So here's the latest update on the worshippers of Cthulhu.
Peggy 18.
So, bonus or not? Cthulhu for talking. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So probably not.
Breaking news. Worshippers of Cthulhu is coming to PC and consoles on October 21st, 2024.
All right. Now it's time to check in with Spirit of the Samurai, an adventure game inspired by Japanese mythology.
Cool.
Oh man, she really pushed that cool. Why is it so wet? Chat, is the Tokyo Wife good or not? Don't want to play it.
Spirit of the Samurai is coming to PC in autumn 2024.
Now we've got an update on Starship Troopers Extermination. Let's see what Offworld has been cooking.
Yo.
Hi, I'm Chaz Barker. I'm the lead game designer of Starship Troopers Extermination. Let me tell you about something we're introducing to the game. This is this monstrosity of a tank, but in bug shape. It's called the Tankabug. It has a suite of different moves that it's going to ruin your day with. We're trying to make the Tankabug experience as close to the movie as possible. Do as much damage as possible before he probably gets mad at you.
I'm Tamir Sparat, aka Tammy. I'm the lead environment artist on Starship Troopers Extermination. Boreas. This is an icy planet that has been infected by a bug meteor. The bugs have had time to mutate and evolve within that frosty environment. That's where our players are going to be able to encounter the Frost Drone and the Frost Warrior. So we're very excited
eyes on the game
to
and
introduce this
fucking
biome
keep your hands
to
off
you
the
guys,
keyboard.
and we really hope that you guys enjoy it.
I'm Peter Maurice, project lead for Starship Troopers Extermination. Our goal for single player is to introduce a new way to progress your character and prepare you for 16-player multiplayer. A really cool aspect that we wanted was bringing General Rico in. He's now in charge of a special operations group. He's forming the best of the best from all military branches, and he's invited you to come and try out for a special operations group. When we launch in console in October of 2024, that is just the start of a very robust roadmap of features and gameplay moments that we'll be bringing in, so you can expect to see tons more bugs and worlds to explore in Starship Troopers Extermination.
Starship Troopers is launching on PC and consoles in October 2024. But if you can't wait to fry some bugs, it's already available in early access on Steam.
Is this like Helldivers?
Here's a gameplay trailer for Los Pingueros, a multiplayer snowball brawler where you duke it out with your buddies in melting arenas. Cool, comfortable, air-conditioned paint. Oh, I can dig that.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
What? kind of fun, yeah.
Los Pingueros is coming soon for PC and Nintendo Switch.
Now, if you remember, during the summer showcase, the Future Game Show launched a new initiative to spotlight up-and-coming indie games. We called on developers to submit their games in a tight 45-second format, kind of like indie elevator pitch, if you will.
Well, our inbox has been overwhelmed with creativity, and the crew behind the scenes have picked out some of their favorite examples to share with the world. Do you want to take a look?
I do.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I work on Projected Dreams with my friends at Flowberry Studio. The story of Projected Dreams is about a little girl named Senka and her mother. Together, they tell stories and animate them through shadow play on the wall. After moving houses, Senka is left to tell stories by herself and uses her mother's old photo album as an inspiration for her fantastical dreams. Solve puzzles by dragging, rotating, and stacking toys from Senka's room to recreate shadow silhouettes on the wall to uncover key events from her mother's past. Projected Dreams echoes the comforting feeling of playing in your bedroom during warm summer nights and slowly unfolding the stories of the people closest to you. The game will release early next year on PC and Mac, so be sure to wishlist Projected Dreams on Steam.
Hi everyone, my name is Martinez, and along with my colleague Montas, we are the developers of Haunted Paws, a game where you play as two puppies trying to rescue their human friend trapped inside a haunted mansion. You'll have to work together to complete puzzles and sneak past monsters that live inside the mansion. The whole experience is focused on two-person multiplayer, so it's perfect for couples and friends alike. We'll feature both local split screen and online multiplayer, so you can play on the couch or across the country. Only one player has to purchase the game and can then invite their friend to play for free. The game also has a full range of customization options for your playable character, which allows you to bring your real-life dog into the game. Haunted Paws will be coming to Steam and major consoles, but we still haven't decided on the release date yet. In the meanwhile, you can follow us on social media for development updates, and don't forget to wishlist on Steam so you know when the game is out.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Pablo Coma from Rablo Games, and I'm super excited to tell you more about Necrostory. Necrostory is a light-hearted RPG where you play as a powerful and kind of evil necromancer. You cast powerful necromancy spells, raise armies of skeletons, sign dark pacts with demons so that you can later transform into them, and most importantly, you capture dead enemy souls before they fly away in order to take control of them. After capturing creatures, you can manage your team and the skills and equipment of your teammates. You can also upgrade each of your own spells using their dedicated skill trees.
Okay. Chat. This was
Necrostory will be available for PC and consoles in September 2024.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm a solo dev working on a multiplayer action RPG called Sword Eye. Sword Eye is an extraction looter that combines the fast-paced directional combat you'd find in games like Mordhau or Chivalry with massive multiplayer dungeon crawls.
Wait, that's just D&D.
Enter the dungeon alone or with friends, battle your way through monsters, bosses, and other players, and escape with your loot alive. I'm building the game I've always wanted to play, and I can't wait to share it with you all.
Light and light is LNL.
So visit the Steam page to wishlist the game and sign up for the next free playtest.
Please be sure to wishlist those games on Steam and support their development.
And if you'd like to take part in the Indie Elevator Pitch, just follow the link on the screen to find all the details on how to submit your game.
All right, let's keep things moving and take a trip to Bionic Bay.
All right.
This atmospheric puzzle platform
You know what's
is
a
set
really
in
tough
a
take that I'm
gorgeous
gonna have?
mechanical world.
You might not enjoy this take, Chad, but it is the truth. You should never support or pretend to support something that you don't actually support ever. Even if you think you're causing them, it's good for them, and they get better numbers, it's actually worse. You're skewing your analytics, and you're baiting the thinking, and selling something that they don't have, and it's actually bad. This isn't bad. Well, I remember this. This art is very elaborate. I like it a lot. The fuck?
Bionic Bay is coming to PC in 2025, but of course, you can wishlist it right now.
Yeah, I hope you're not getting tired of all these world premieres because we've got yet another one coming up.
The rift took us all by surprise. Mistralia was about to vanish into oblivion. But when the goddess called, I answered.
It's like Bastion.
World out there. Don't be afraid to take the wrong path. If nothing else, it'll make a good story.
Collect the world's memories to shape the powers within you.
Diablo clone.
Even our guardians seem to have forgotten who they are.
Memories of the world, enlighten me, and give me the strength to face the shadows that threaten you.
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like Lich King dialogue.
Memories await.
What is it? Give me the strength to shatter these bonds. And
Unleash your magical creativity in Echoes of Australia.
Rise up!
We're going back to back with the world premieres just to keep you on your toes. This next one is a beloved reimagining of a terrifying Half-Life mod. Ooh.
Half-Life.
Champions of the light. How do you guys not know this, man? I'm over it. It's not Anduin, it's not. It's Tyrion Fordring. If the game looks the same, I've been saying that. The art and the color palette of games, it seems like it's just been all forging into the same thing. It's why I was so mad at seeing the trailer for Call of Duty, because they were always at least a little bit off the margin on their own in terms of graphics, and instead of going forward, they went a step
Nightmare
back
House Reimagined
into that, and I was like,
stores to PC
what the
players
fuck?
in 2025. The developers are also bringing the original Nightmare House mod to Steam, so watch out for that in the near future.
All right, it's time for another set of back-to-back trailers, so get your wish list ready while we take a breather.
I'm getting old.
Damn, true, actually. Is that Jesus Simulator? Man, this is scuffed. Chat, I'm trying to think of one word. This is scuffed.
Do you fear death? Most mortals do. And for those who accept it, there is power. Back again, are you? Come now. You can do better than that.
Strategy shooters, roguelites, and card game variants, and turn-based games, and top-downs.
Central, this is dispatch. Do we have any more agents on standby?
I don't have games on phone.
Lost monastery in the Pyrenees.
Not anymore.
Whose name and existence few know. Although I came here as a guest, I am now a prisoner.
I don't play phone games anymore.
Luckily, I'm not alone. A group of companions and I are planning our escape. We must confront violence, corruption, and our own fears. Thus begins our tale. May God have mercy on our souls, or whatever is left of them.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make my own game. I think it's time.
Welcome back. What's up next, Ned?
Well, Beyond Galaxyland is a stylized cyberpunk RPG adventure, and we got some news about when you can get your hands on it.
As the very universe unravels, and all life hangs in the balance.
It had to be a mix of everything I like.
You better start believing in heroes. Guys? stranded.
Maybe a very
billion
tense,
light years from home. No idea if Earth still
tense,
even
almost
exists.
horror-like extraction shooter.
And a sentient gas
But it's not
cloud
just a shooter.
devouring the cosmos.
It's PvP.
You're not gonna save this universe alone.
But the scavs
skyrocket across
they're
the
like,
far reaches of the galaxy to assemble a
they're like
ragtag of
mutants.
specialists that might just tip the balance.
Hold on. Hold on.
Though with every planet teeming with galactic nemesis and a secret power manipulating reality from behind the curtain. Defending time and space
Like Evolve.
might be easier said than done. Beyond Galaxyland. Plummeting to Earth on September 24th. Wishlist now. Guys?
Beyond Galaxyland is coming to PC and consoles on September 24th, later this year.
This next section, the ones to play montage, features games with demos available on Steam. So you can try them all out right after the show. Let's see who made the cut this time. First up is Miniatures, an anthology of dreamlike adventures about childhood.
Next up, we've got Anima Flux, a cooperative Metroidvania set in a desolate, far future world.
And here's Tiny Glade, a relaxing sandbox game where you doodle digital castles in pastoral environments.
Or how about Office Fight, a physics-based puzzle game where you break stuff because work sucks.
You load in as like a...
Last but not least, here's Wilmot Works It Out. It's a cozy game
like
where you put together jigsaw puzzles.
like a mutant, like spider, whatever.
That was our ones to play montage. If you want an easy way to find all those games,
like a big boss,
check out
like
our
Killer,
official Future Game Show page on Steam. What's next, Alex?
Well, our friends at Thunderful have sent over the launch trailer for Steam World Heist 2.
around.
Let's check it out.
I'm in.
And then like extract it. So you win by default, but people push you. Like Tarkov, but the scavs also have goals inside the spawn zone.
It seems even robots can't resist a big score. SteamWorld Heist 2 is out now on PC and console.
Our next game stars a novelist pup who is learning to live in a world after war. And don't let the trailer fool you. It really is that gorgeous.
Well, I gotta call Jesse, man. This guy needs to wake up, man. He said he was going to talk up today. Sleeping, did you? Did he pick up the phone? What was that? Dude, is that his fucking... Was that his voicemail? Hold on. Listen to this.
Yep, you saw that right. Sunset Hills is out now on PC. And a console release is coming soon.
Okay, it's time for the final entry in our Ones to Watch yearbook now. It's a cannon simulator with an exceptionally long name, but thankfully the developers have shortened it to PVKK.
Oh, come on. That's no fun.
That's his voicemail.
That's no glory. I'm going to do this thing, all right? What's the actual name? Let me try it out. Okay, so this game is called Planet and Independent Bingun.
Nailed it!
I know, you know what? Never mind. Screw it. Let's just roll the interview.
Good
What
idea.
are these guys doing to me?
Chat. I'm a big brain rot person, but porn has rotted your brains on God.
We are a small indie developer in Germany. We are working on Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant, or PVKK in short, and essentially it's Space Invaders, but the cannon you fire is really complicated. In PVKK you are in the small bunker and you are tasked with fending off an interplanetary invasion from space, so you shoot down spaceships. Maybe you've been wondering if PVKK is a horror game even, or a narrative game. And really, it's a simulation game, but a very approachable one.
Not everything
that you need to
is
study
like
a big manual
sexy,
for very long.
sex,
we do have a lot of narrative
made to
parts
reproduce
and
or
mystery
bone,
parts
like-
that are intended to give more reason to actually firing the cannon. So you get some story with that, and you know why you're doing that.
Attention, Commander. Stand by for mission debriefing. Commander, your service today was at the expected level.
I wanted to explain a little bit what you actually do in the cockpit. So first of all, you manage the energy levels. So you have different types of generators depending on where you are at the game. And you generate energy to use with your cannon and in your facility.
Chat, imagine you had a puzzle like this to do.
Then you need to monitor the space where the spaceships come in and try to land on
As
the
you're getting
planet.
pushed by
you
enemies
need
and
to
shit.
Identify them, detect them, classify them, and then you need to
In an
make a
extraction
plan
shooter.
how you want to approach
Like-
that situation. If you've
like
chosen
RP
a weapon
hacks,
on a target, you
but
go into
in
this
like Tarkov.
long firing sequence where you just pick your ammunition, get it ready for firing, and then you have to basically
That'd be kinda fun.
calculate at which angle you have to shoot the gun. Because the ships are moving at a certain speed and you know your projectile is moving at a certain
whatever.
speed. So you have to calculate how much you need to lead your shot. And then you adjust the cannon and get everything ready without losing energy. And then you can fire the shot. And this, depending on the ship's size, this has to be a really well done sequence. Because there are larger ships and there you don't need to be super precise. But you can also be really precise. Like you can hit a 2-meter target at a 15-kilometer distance if you calculate correctly, even with the big gun. Our goal is to release Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant 2025 on Steam, wishlisted now. And join our Discord to not miss anything and chat with us.
Chat, there's not a lot of things that are as satisfying as hitting a live target in a game with something you have to calculate like that. And
Who knew
like a
managing
that's so
planetary
sick.
Defense cannon could be so
Launching mortars in a game and hitting your shot
PVKK
when you have to
blasting
calculate the
its
angle,
way on
and
PC in
that's
2025.
crazy.
That
There's an obnoxious rodent on the loose. Thankfully not in the studio, but let's keep an eye out. Because it's not just any pest, all right? Alex, this squirrel, it's got a gun.
Like in the other game, chat, what's it called again? Hold fast.
In a world of peace and tranquility.
This is SWAG Morning
Homeowners
News.
can now hunt
are causing significant power outages.
A hidden truth lies beneath the surface. An ordinary rodent's fate is within his grasp. Now this squirrel is here to eat nuts and shoot some guns. And guess what? He's all out of nuts.
Oh, come on, man. Really, brother?
Expect sandboxing, puzzle solving, and gun-slinging action. In the platform epic you never knew
What was that?
could
Joke on
exist.
Duke Nukem?
Hold on to your nuts. The food chain's got a new hierarchy. Get ready for Squirrel with a Gun.
I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S this
Is that another quote? Did I say it wrong?
Stick 'em up. Squirrel with a Gun is coming to PC on August 29th with a console release later this year. So over to you, Ned.
Okay, well,
Oh,
let's
it's just
take a
gun,
closer
sorry,
look
my
at
bad.
One-Eyed Liko. This is a psychological horror game inspired by Slavic mythology.
Хорошо с тобой в 30-м
Slavic mythology. I've never heard that in my life.
Отдыхаешь душой.
Я просто хочу выбраться отсюда.
Где еще ты
Slavic
найдешь такую
mythology?
компанию?
What the fuck?
Я ищу лихо, не чтоб угодить ему в пасть.
Да ну, а для чего? Чтоб, черт, да бес его знает, портной. Говорят, кто ступил в темный лес, не уйдет прежним.
What, God of War and shit? I thought that was like Norse.
Пройди сквозь чрево мертвеца. Умри и сам воскресни. Ну что, готов? Нет! Стой! Погоди! Лихо! У тебя гости!
So that's insane.
One-Eyed Liko is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
All
Chad,
we're
what
closing
is
in on the end of
Baby
the
Yaga?
show.
What is that?
But that doesn't mean we don't have any tricks left up our sleeve.
Yeah, you know, this game was revealed at Gamescom last year, but we've seen nothing else.
Chad, when I
about
was in
it.
Donald Trump's house, I was fixing the string with Lee Cox. Fucking Lee Cox. Is he in chat right now?
Sometimes things don't go as planned. And sometimes...
He remembers.
Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked. Always clawing at the surface like worms begging for food. A lack of understanding to push what we
Is
don't
this
know.
chat like a problem with the brain or what?
Should be left alone.
It's a wounded soldier, not a porn star.
There's nothing we can do.
Still works.
There is no end.
This chat.
We all want the truth.
I read that. What is on you?
Retrieval is a haunting horror adventure built in Unreal Engine 5, and it's coming soon to PC and consoles.
Well, unfortunately, that also means our
End of the show.
Gamescom showcase has come to an end. First off, Alex, thank you. It was great hosting with you.
Oh, it's been an absolute privilege.
Well, it's been my honor.
Well, you know now we're outlaws for laugh. I'd also like to thank everyone at home for tuning in. You might want to stick around though, as even though we're getting out of here, the Future Game Show expansion pack is coming up right after this, with even more trailers and deep dives into games like Post-Trauma and Tiny Glade.
Hey, don't miss it. There'll also be some follow-up content on GamesRadar.com, as well as our FGS social channels on YouTube and TikTok. And make sure you follow up on any games that caught your eye today. Drop a wish list, play the demos, or just show the developers some love on social media. Hey, every little bit helps.
It really does. I'm Alex McKenna.
And I'm Ned Luke.
And this has been the Future Game Show at Gamescom 2024.
Hello friends and welcome to the Future Game Show expansion pack. Now Ned and Alex have already hit the road.
And I don't really see where they're coming from. Like, I don't know, like, why we keep seeing so many of them. Like, stuff like this, for example, like, I always wonder and ask myself, like,
I love you,
how many
so
people
hot.
actually play these games? Because, like, I think people have these ideas for games, and then the games seem like they're okay, but then the games actually don't, like... I'm just like, I just don't really even see how it works, you know? Like, it's a simulator? Yeah, I don't really get it at all. Like, they're like mobile games? Yeah, they're like mobile games too, I think. They're cheap to make. I guess. I just, like, I don't see, like, where do these games come in? And who is really buying these games? And I want to look and see, like, what the Steam charts of this are, because I don't see anybody looking at it. XQC calling? What is this? How does that work? I don't think so, as far as I know. Like, I don't know how it works. Yeah, what the fuck? Northern Lion? Well, I don't know. Parents accountability? Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if he probably thought the same thing about the game.
Knock, knock.
Honestly, about the shit that I did. So, yeah, no, I mean, I fucking agree. Like, it's just like...
Knock, knock, man.
In my opinion, I just don't really... You don't have a game with, like, what's this here? You don't have a problem with Black Myth Wukong, even though the genre is oversaturated? Well, I don't have a problem with it because I just think the gameplay looks interesting. What I'm saying is that... And also, like, keep in mind, too, if you look at this... Like, let me see if I can pull it up. Like, a lot of other people agree. Like, they think it's also interesting, too. So all these other people think it's interesting. So, like, the problem I see is that it's the same boring games that come out over and over and over. And I just don't see where the audience
Minus
for them
41
is.
months. Fuck you, chat.
I don't know how that system works. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Like, I've never even used it. I don't know what it is. Sorry, I'm like an idiot with that kind of stuff.
Channel 5 new
yeah,
video at
I don't
xQc.
get it at all. Probably kids. Yeah, no, I think so too. And it's soft people games. Well, like, what I'm curious about is that I think these are like, and this is what my concern is with games like this, right?
Yo, OG,
is
I
that
love you, but I didn't know they made noses look that handsome.
I feel like
Holy giga
there's
chat.
like game
Can you show
developers
us
that like hype each
jawline
other
one?
up about this all the time. They're like trying to, like, you know, gas each other up about like, oh yeah, this game is going to be great, this game's going to be good, etc. Right?
Right.
Not doing anything serious, so don't worry, it's pretty pointless. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't even know what you mean. Sorry, I was very confused. I don't know what's going on even. I'm very confused. I know there's like a new Twitch feature or something, but I don't know how it works or anything like that. But
guys, it's like a replacement for Discord,
I mean,
really.
like, I get it. It's just like, do you see kind of like what I'm saying is that how like I think that there are these games that just kind of
Someone took me? Stop it, really?
But two, it's a complete falsehood. This is not reality at all. There is no empirical basis for this opinion. This is just simply right-wing hysteria through and through. All matter evidence shows that undocumented migrants are responsible for less crime per capita than natural-born U.S. citizens.
I feel like listen, guys, this is not about the content at all. This is not stream related. This is real life conversation related. The vast majority of Americans would pay real money to get out of a dialogue like this. And you put a human over here, right, in this dialogue, and you would probably give a real life currency to get out of it.
They do it all the time. They do that with the crime panic. They just let these things subside eventually. Or worse, sometimes they just take ownership over right-wing policies. Like Bill Clinton did this too in the 90s, like with the crime panic.
When you